Watching Boris Johnson lie unconvincingly to that committee about the lies he's told in the past, and it got me to thinking, how about we lay out some of the lies we're hearing currently? First, the lie that it's this government or Rishi's government and they're going to change things. It's not. You're the same fucking government you've been for the past 13 years. You've trashed the economy. You've ruined the NHS. You've increased food bank usage. You've reduced the standard of living. You've even reduced life expectancy. And the next biggest lie is that it's only because of Brexit that we were able to roll out the COVID vaccine earlier than other countries. Hancock lied when he said this. No surprise, but it's repeated again and again on mainstream media and never challenged by the likes of Laura Kunsberg. Let's go back to that embarrassing committee where Boris, using £250,000 of our money on legal fees, continued his lying, saying he wasn't aware of the rules he wrote because no one told him. Really? I think the rest of us knew them. And just as bad as the outright lies they tell are the way they only mention parts of facts. Like when they say they're giving teachers a pay increase, but fail to mention it will be paid from existing school budgets. So the truth is, you and your kids will be paying for it when they leave school less educated. Or the pay rise for nurses, which they conveniently fail to mention, will come out of existing NHS budgets. So we'll all pay for it indirectly when the NHS is privatised and we all have to get medical insurance. Or police numbers. They're recruiting 20,000 new officers, but they forget to mention they got rid of 23,000 as part of the austerity cuts. Another one is that the economy is in such a bad state because of, wait for it, COVID and the war in Ukraine. Yeah, we've had those and they've had an effect. But so did Brexit, which had a bigger impact than both of them. And Kwasi Kwarteng and Liz Truss's trashing of the economy to the tune of around 40 billion. But those two don't get mentioned. How about the environment? According to government, we're world leaders, and we probably are if you count pledges rather than actions, but it's the actions that count. A windfall tax on multi-billion-pound energy companies gets given back to them if they reinvest in fossil fuels. And we still subsidise their oil platform clean-up operations, although we don't subsidise green energy. And how can electric cars really take off when there's more charging points in the Westminster area than the rest of our major cities combined? But if lying is saying one thing and doing another, Lee Anderson has to be the master. Talking about Owen Paterson, who breached lobbying rules, Lee Anderson said he was happy with his MP salary. He said, "We are paid handsomely for the job we do, and if you need an extra 100,000 a year on top, then you really should be looking for another job." True enough. So recently, Lee Anderson took a second job with right-wing news channel GB News for, drum roll, 100,000. Can't wait for him to resign as an MP.